Super Reaction Bros. I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And I'm Tasty. So we're taking a look at the official trailer for the rom-com classic, the antithesis of Netflix rom-com teen films. A film lauded as Christopher's most anticipated sequel of 2020.
What?
The Kissing Booth 2. That's right, folks. We're back with The Kissing Booth. Because apparently it needed a sequel. So basically,
it's actually based off a book sequel.
Before we get into it, I'll talk about what I remember from the last trailer. So basically, the premise was these best buddies have this set of rules, and one of the rules the guy of this friend duo has is don't hook up with my older brother. Hooks up with the older brother. And according to you, who's actually seen the film,
I've seen it.
They do, and the guy's eventually cool with it. So, what did you think of the first film?
It was good. That's all I can say. It was good. It was enjoyable at moments. You know, it had the classic things here and there that you get from like a rom-com, but also for something like what you got there, it's like it was kind of obvious of where everything was going to go to at some point. But I mean, for me, it was a good fun like teen film, pretty much teen rom-com. That's what it was, and I mean, there's nothing much more I can say from that. You know, I've seen so many rom-coms, and this is this feels like a very generic type of rom-com. That's all it felt like.
Okay, now my experience with rom-coms.
Put your hands like that. It looks like you're like really interesting.
Oh, when you edit this video, you're gonna see I kept on doing that. But anyways, when it comes to rom-coms, you don't really need a sequel. Now, let's be honest. I mean, think about it. Like, Love Actually never got a sequel. My Big Fat Greek Wedding got a sequel, but you know, it's like most rom-coms.
Rom-coms, they're a one and done type of situation where you don't need a sequel. Now, if they do a spin-off, then that would understand. But for a full-on sequel, there has to be a solid good reason or something for it to happen. And something like that,
because premise-wise, the premise I can do doesn't give me much. Just it says it continues the adventures of this trio. That's all it gives me.
And just the name of it, this Kissing Booth 2 is like, wait a minute, there's gonna be another Kissing Booth, unless it was retitled something else, maybe not even like I'm not asking. I wanted like the subtext, like Kissing Booth 2, they return. No, I'm talking about
Kissing Booth 2, they kiss harder.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that it's like give it maybe a retelling of it, but still it's it's saying here's the follow up from the Kissing Booth maybe and then go from there. More of like this is where they're at now, maybe like years later or maybe a year later or 2 years later. Who knows?
Well, this is the film came out last year, right?
I think so. I don't remember. But
it's your favorite film last year.
I'm about to punch you with my messed up wrist right now, okay? So let's just dive right into this and take a look at the official Netflix sequel trailer for The Kissing Booth 2. So here we go.
The Kissing Booth is open for business!
Again!
I'm guessing you might have a few questions. Let me bring you up to speed. As soon as school ended, Noah and I spent the whole summer together. And then, exactly 27 days ago, my heart flew off to Harvard.
Oh.
You jerk.
Wish you more.
And here I am, first day of senior year.
And here we go.
Oh my god, Ellen, how are you? So many beautiful girls at Harvard. Experienced girls?
Hey!
Sorry about you and Noah.
We didn't break up, though.
With different zip codes, breakups are basically automatic. Automatic. Sometimes I hate high school.
Yeah, peer pressure.
That is seriously luscious.
The OMGs literally described 100 different ways Marco is a snack.
Nice to meet you. But I'm a little hungry, so I'm gonna go get myself a snack.
Very funny.
Lee and I have dreamed of going to Berkeley.
Ever since we found out that's where our moms became besties.
I forgot Myra Ringwald plays the mom.
This is definitely a problem.
Good ahead.
Hell no!
Meet Marco for the booth.
Why? Everyone's obsessed with him.
Get him. Everyone else will just fall in line.
We were wondering if you concerts this year.
I like it.
Don't you believe in charity?
Standing here talking to you.
And she's.
I sent out applications to Tufts, Boston College, and Harvard.
What the hell?
Another broken.
Ask yourself if it's worth changing all of your plans for him.
I love this scene.
Love this girl. Do you think you and Noah were meant to be together?
I always thought we were.
I'm sorry I went out and left my phone at home.
Who'd you go with?
Just some of the guys. I'm asking you to trust me. If I found someone smart, funny, and like the same stuff I like, I'd hold on to them.
Was that a DDR composition?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what it feels like.
To figure out one thing. Something or someone changes and makes me question everything.
Ow.
Oh boy.
God damn, man. So much for fucking happily ever after.
Okay. It's a matter of, guess what? I'm gonna break the rule again. Rules again. I didn't learn my lesson in the first film.
So on top of her boyfriend from the last film moving to
Going to Harvard.
Now she has been peer pressured into this other guy. And on top of all that, she's considering moving to Harvard.
It's a mixture of different things, and the thing is that she's battling with a distant relationship, which for a lot of myths and for a lot of people, they usually don't last that long. And I think that's what she's running into there because that's what they're dealing with.
You know what? I do appreciate that. It's one of the littlest things I did like about the How I Met Your Mother series finale. Go with me on this.
Very little.
About I guess spoiler alert for the show.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't mind Barney and Robin's relationship not working and them getting divorced. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Because you know what? It shows not everybody gets the happily ever after. Mm-hmm. A happy ending. I can make a whole video about the series finale, but just that I can understand where this film's coming from. It's not always, and they lived happily ever after. Like in Pretty in Pink. She didn't exactly, marry the guy at the end. We don't know that. Same goes for another Molly Ringwald film. Was it 16 Candles? She didn't wind up with that guy and marry him at the end. We don't know that. Not a lot of those films back in the day took that chance of saying, hey, it doesn't always work out. And I will give this movie that.
Yeah, I give it credit because it's showing it's making the story work and flow to where it's like, okay, they had a summer, they spent the whole summer, like she said, we spent the whole summer together, but now it's like, because at the time he was, people forgot he was a senior,
and that's the challenges of a long, and it shows, and this film shows the challenges of a long distance relationship,
and then now you're still you're in high school, still dealing with the long distance relationship, but also now you're dealing with, do I trust him or does do I trust myself with another guy type of situation?
Yes.
And that's where I think this works for the sequel.
Now
where it flows and makes sense.
Yeah, like I said, I will give that film this. Other than that, looks like a very standard by the book rom-com. But I will give the film this. I will give it the benefit of the doubt. Because for one thing, I would watch this trailer over again than I would ever watch that fucking Christina Milian rom-com trailer.
Oh god, that one that was like the worst.
Because,
that was like they said even that one in reviews are like, this is the most generic by the book film that you're ever gonna get.
Because my biggest, except for it being a generic rom-com, my biggest gripe is that her thing with the friend, that's gonna be the first one that's gonna blow over by the end.
That's what I said. It's gonna blow over, and it's something to where this is based off a sequel book, but you think that common sense would be like, okay, you know what? I should tell him the truth or something like that. Let me talk to him, learning from what your mistake was the first time around, and not happening.
Yeah, that's why I said it's a very by the book. It still suffers from being a very by the book rom-com, even if it's a sequel to a previous rom-com.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Yeah, but if you like the first one, like my brother here adores,
if you enjoy the books, just put it that way,
or if you enjoyed the books, I think you may enjoy this one too. So,
yeah.
Other than that, if you're new to the channel, you hit the like button. If you want to talk to us more about stuff like this, Comment down below if you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like us just a little bit more than anybody else when it comes to talking about Netflix original movie rom-com sequels, hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon as well.
We always miss out on it, but did we saw when it was coming out?
July 24th.
Okay, cool. So near the end of this month. But let us know what you guys thought of this trailer overall. Were you really a fan of the first one? Are you excited for the second one? Did you read, like he said before, have you read any of the books, both of them? Or if you haven't, it's just having you want to go read the books yourself to see what the books are like and what they're missing out on for certain little tidbits here and there. But what are you excited for this one? I definitely can take a look at it, watch it, see where it goes into. What did you love about the first one? What really stood out for you for the first one that made you enjoy it? Put down what you thought of our reaction overall to this trailer, but most importantly, thank you for watching.
So until next time, folks, I'm Chris.
I'm Christopher.
And this has been yet another kissing booth-filled episode of SRB.
See you
Later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out our previous reactions,
Or any one of our other SRB shows,
check out one of our playlists down below.
if you want to check us out in the social universe,
You can find us on Twitter
and Stardust.
at Super React Bros.